Hello Spartans and welcome to the Doom Iceberg. Doom's development history is very deep and also extremely dark, so why not make an iceberg video about it? This video is gonna be split in two parts. This video is gonna cover layers 1 to 5 and part 2 is gonna cover layers 6 to 9. This iceberg video is exclusively for classic Doom stuff, and another video will be made for new Doom, like 2016 and Eternal. This video, like all of my future videos, is gonna release early on Patreon, so if you wanna get exclusive early access to all of my big projects, link to my Patreon is gonna be down below. Thank you. But before we begin, let me talk to you about gamer subs. I'm gonna be completely honest, the only reason why I was able to pull several all-nighters to finish this video was all thanks to gamer subs, truthfully. It really helped me stay focused for the extremely long editing sessions I had, and I didn't feel like absolute dog crap after a few hours. If you have a tedious computer PC job, then gamer subs is just for you. Use my code MIDNIGHT at checkout or click the link in the pinned comment to save money. Thank you for the support. Part 2 will be released when this video reaches 5,000 likes. So my friends, please leave a like on this video and subscribe for more. Thank you for watching. Daisy. Daisy is Doomguy's pet rabbit, and also his best friend. Her first appearance dates all the way back at the end of episode 3, Inferno, where the decapitated head of the rabbit is shown impaled on a pole. However, it was until the end of episode 4, Thigh Flesh Consumed, that we are told that this was Doomguy's pet rabbit. Someone was gonna pay for what happened to Daisy, your pet rabbit. John Romero's head. Romero's head is an Easter egg found on the final level of Doom 2, Hell on Earth, the Icon of Sin. The head can be found inside the forehead of the Titanic demon, and it is the actual hitbox of the monster. The icon only takes damage when you hit Romero's head with a rocket. The severed head on a pike is a reference to the English general Oliver Cromwell's so-called execution. Oliver Cromwell died of natural causes on 1658. By 1661, a new parliament had been established by King Charles II. He then issued a public execution of the already dead corpse of Oliver Cromwell, where they left his corpse hanging from morning till 4 in the afternoon. Oliver's body was then beheaded with his head being impaled on a pole. Talk about being overkill, jeez. The Unmaker, Doom 1. The Unmaker made its first official appearance on Doom 64 as the final power weapon that supersedes the BFG 9000. It is a weapon of demonic origin, inscribed with a pentagram and parts made of ribs, spines, and flesh. However, the official name for this demonic weapon has never been revealed by its software. Upon picking up the weapon, a message appears saying, "What the fuck is this?" The name Unmaker was never used in-game or on a manual. This name was given to it by the community, tracking its traces back to the Doom Bible written by Tom Hall in 1992, where it describes a demon tech weapon that hurts pure demons a lot, demon humans very little, and tech demons just a little bit, and that it is made of demon bones. That weapon being the Unmaker, which was supposed to appear on the original Doom game. Infinitely tall enemies. I'm gonna try my best to explain this one because honestly, I am dumb, so please bear with me. Infinitely tall enemies stands for C-clipping. C-clipping was partially used in Doom. It consists on using the height and C coordinates of a thing for allowing any other actor to pass above or below. Doom features a limited C-clipping that is only designed for projectiles and for allowing certain things like demons and the like to enter a sector depending on its ceiling height. Aside of that, a given thing's height or C coordinates elements are ignored by the engine, because Doom is actually not 3D. Watch this video for more reference. Doom is not 3D. It makes you think that it is 3D, but it is actually not. The game's engine draws everything on a 2D plane. Because of that, when trying to pass over a demon that is below you, you will just simply bump into an invisible wall, and in reality you are bumping into the body of the demon, an illusion that makes all enemies infinitely tall. Master Levels. Master Levels for Doom 2 is an official expansion pack for Doom 2 which was released on December 26, 1995 by id Software. Why did I say Doom 2 two times? The CD contains 20 WOD files created by various authors under contract. Most, if not all of the WODs made for Master Levels for Doom 2 were made by community members. SRB2, Sonic Robo Blast 2. Sonic Robo Blast 2, the sequel to Sonic Robo Blast, is a free fan-made Sonic the Hedgehog game using a modified version of the Doom engine. It has been in active development since 1998, with the latest version being 2.2.9. A common misconception seen on this game is that it is a mod for Doom. However, this is incorrect. SRB2 simply runs on the Doom engine. You do not need to own a copy of the original game to play SRB2, unlike mods like Brutal Doom or Project Brutality. Wolfenstein Level. Whew. Here I come. The connection between Wolfenstein and Doom goes far beyond Doomguy being a direct descendant of B.J. Blazkowicz. In the original timeline, Nazi Germany had been conducting interdimensional teleportation experiments since the 1940s. Several depictions of Nazi Germany have been shown in both Doom and Doom 2. Doom 2 Hell on Earth contains two super secret levels. Map 31, Wolfenstein, is the first secret level which can be accessed through Map 15, Industrial Zone. Accessing Map 31 greets you with this intro. Congratulations, you found the secret level. Looks like it's been built by humans rather than demons. You wonder who the inmates of this corner of hell will be, only to find out that it is filled with Nazi zombies. Huh? Only to find out that it is filled with Nazi soldiers. Inside Map 31, you can access the second secret level, Map 32, Grosse, which is filled with more Nazi imagery, swastikas, portraits of Adolf Hitler, more Nazi soldiers, and a final boss, the Cyber Demon. Originally, the boss for this map was going to be another Nazi soldier named Hans Grosse, a Nazi veteran from the Wolfenstein series, known for having the most encounters with B.A. Blazkowicz and surviving. However, this was changed in Doom 3 BFG Edition, despite id Software at the time promising that they will not alter Map 31 and Map 32 in any way. With the BFG edition of Doom 3, id Software got rid of all Nazi imagery from the secret levels. The portraits of Adolf Hitler and swastikas were replaced with the Wolfenstein symbol. The SS soldiers were replaced with normal humans, and Hans Grosse was replaced for a cyber demon, because id Software didn't want Doom 3 to be banned on Germany. These are not the only references Doom has from Wolfenstein. In Wolfenstein Spear of Destiny, the Nazis spawned the Harbinger of Doom using magic. B.A. Blazkowicz defeats the Harbinger of Doom using the Spear of Destiny, with this demon then becoming the cyber demon we all know. Also in Spear of Destiny, BJ is transported to Hell, where he fights Nazi ghosts and the Angel of Death in a region called the Death Dimension. He is then transported back to Earth to the castle of Nuremberg, where goat skull images of the Icon of Sin can be found on the walls. Hell, what do you expect? It's hell. Nah, I'm just kidding. Hell in Doom is an interdimensional simulator / conqueror that feeds off of the life energy of its prey. Once a link has been established between Hell and a new dimension, Hell as a singular entity will not stop until that dimension is absorbed. Yet, Hell is not just demons and fire, black magic and the likes. They are also able to create relationships between other species for their own benefit, as seen how Hell let the Nazis create the base of operations operations in Hell, and how the Hairbringer of Doom aided the Nazis on Spear of Destiny. Doomguy died on E1M8. I am not very sure about this one, but I will try my best. There's a lot of theories surrounding the last exit Doomguy takes at the end of the Phobos anomaly, E1M8. Upon entering the Sleep Gate, Doomguy is ambushed by dozens upon dozens of demons and seemingly dies. People believe that because episode 2 of Doom is featured on Hell, then that means that Doomguy was killed right there and went to Hell. However, upon entering the room, Doomguy's HP never truly reaches 0. It doesn't matter how many times you try, Doomguy's HP will never reach 0. So in game, Doomguy never truly dies. Also in this mission, you actually reach the Phobos anomaly. You reach ground 0 of the invasion. So it would make sense why, on episode 2, The Shores of Hell, Doomguy wakes up on Hell. Doomguy was already in Hell here, and this was its entrance. My guess is that he got pretty beat up by the demons and somehow he survived, but all of his weapons were thrown in the trash bin or something. Christian symbolisms. It is no secret that Doom has always had biblical references, from crosses to demons in general, to Baphomet to satanic imagery, etc. Even New Doom has plenty of biblical parallels, such as Doomslayer having a temple collapse on him like Samson, Judges 16:25-30, and the apocalypse nature in Doom 2 similar to Revelations. Unused Doom weapons. Throughout the development process of Doom 1993, there were many changes and design decisions that brought us what we have today, but most notably, cut weapons. Starting with the assault rifle, which was possibly a placeholder weapon in the early Doom Alpha 0.5. The weapon is unusable, but it is seemingly referred to as the weapon that zombified marines used throughout the base game, acting similarly to the pistol. Secondly, there seemed to be a bayonet in prototype 0.3 and 0.4, which seems eerily similar to the Doom Eternal super shotgun, Lucifer's Bane. On top of these notable weapons, there are many other unused weapons such as the BFG 2704, the Dark Claw, the rifle, machine gun, and even a missile launcher pickup, Mother Demon. The Mother Demon is the final boss of Doom 64, and it is commonly overlooked and forgotten because of the obscure nature of Doom 64. Strangely enough, she actually has a sister known as the Sister Resurrector, who strictly wants vengeance for his sister. She is later fought in the lost levels of Doom 64, Map 39, Final Judgment. She is the quickest demon in Doom 64, who weirdly enough, moves just as fast as Doomguy. Not only is she known for being strangely difficult, the player is also lacking many resources such as ammo and health by the time they fight this obscure Doom boss. John Romero is the Icon of Sin. In map 30 of Doom 2 Hell on Earth, the Icon of Sin, you fight against the Icon of Sin, which greets you with this line. However, if you reverse the line, you will get this. To win the game, you must kill me, John Romero. So, is John Romero the Icon of Sin? Well, technically, yes. Doomguy and Isabelle. March 20th was quite a day for gaming fans. Gaming. As most gamers know, Animal Crossing New Horizons and Doom Eternal coincidentally were announced to release on the same day. This caused many people on many social media sites to start drawing fan art of the two being together, making edits, making memes, making songs. This actually bangs a lot, I love it, yet some fan art being less PG than others. Reused sprites. Throughout the development process of Doom, id Software recycled some of the sprite animations to save some resources. For example, this ones. All 8 rotations between Doomguy, the Zombie Man, and the Shotgun Guy are shared. The Mancubi projectiles are actually lost souls without the skull. Doomguy's Gibbs animation is actually the Zombie Man Gibbs animation. id Software just periodically swapped the sprite when the Gibbs animation began, just to name a few. Hump Your Mom. This refers to the sounds the Mancubus makes on Doom 2 Hell on Earth, with one of them sounding like the demon says, "Hump your mom." However, in reality, the sound effects of the Mancubi are just lowly pitched, stock pig sounds. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. Doomguy Is A Demon. Just like the Phobos anomaly, this came up because people thought that because Doomguy woke up in hell in episode 2 of Doom, The Shores of Hell, then he must be a demon, right? Well, to be honest, that's just wrong. But if we are talking about Doom Eternal, then I'm gonna leave that for that video. Doom RPG. Doom RPG is a mobile game developed by Fountainhead Entertainment. It features a storyline that is strangely similar to the one of Doom 3. In this game, the protagonist is named Stan Blazkowicz, a distant relative of Doomguy. The one or many things that are very interesting about Doom RPG are the different enemy variations and different demon types. Just to name a few, all the demons: Apollyon, Behemoth, Beholder, the Beholder, Belphegor, Bull Demon, Canine, Cerberus, Demon Wolf, Droog, Fiend, Ghoul, Hellhound, Imp Lord, Impling, Infernis, Kronos, Malrath, Nightmare, Ogre, Phantom, Rahavart, and Wretched. Yeah, they just changed color, but it's still great. TNT Evilution is actually a spelling mistake. While researching this one, I made a huge discovery, my friends. My whole life, I thought that this expansion pack was named TNT Evilution, not TNT Evilution. So I think that's pretty much self-explanatory, but I'm still going to explain it. Because the I and O key tabs are close to each other on the keyboard, people believe that when id Software were creating the name for this expansion pack, someone, whether it was Tom Hall, Kevin Cloud, John Romero, John Carmack, Adrian Carmack, whatever, they believed that one of them, when creating the name, the official name for the expansion pack, they typed O instead of I, which is something stupid. This doesn't make any sense because we are talking about Doom, and in Doom there are demons, and the demons are inherently evil. Commander King level. On the second secret level of Doom 2 Hell on Earth, Map 32, Grosse, there's a Commander King Easter egg. In the final room of the level, 4 hanged Commander King bodies are suspended above a metal cube. The player must destroy all 4 King bodies to activate the door that hides the exit switch. Surprisingly enough, the game takes these 4 King bodies as if they were actually monsters, enemies, demons. In the code of the game, these 4 King bodies, corpses, whatever, are treated as demons, as enemies. They just lack the AI behavior to attack the player. Doom Comic. The Doom Comic is a 16-page comic book written by Steve Belling and Michael Stewart in 1996. Hey, that's the year of my birth. Awesome. It was produced for Marvel Comics as a giveaway on a video game convention. The story is set on Earth and it revolves around a marine in search of powerful, big fucking weapons to kill the big fucking cyber demon. That is its whole plot. It wasn't well received by the fans back in the day, but in the present it is held dearly by fans as a piece of Doom's iconic history and as one of the best lines of Doom. That being,
Guts. Huge guts. Kill them. Must kill them all.
Nazi cut sign Easter egg. This just refers to the swastikas that were cut on the Wolfenstein secret level of Doom 2. Doom was originally a D&D RPG. Let me help you there, pal. Doom was originally going to be a licensed Aliens game. id Software had begun negotiations with 20th Century Fox all the way back in the 90s before Doom was even a thing, but eventually the deal was struck down by id Software so that the team could have all creative control on what would eventually become Doom. But Doom was actually inspired by just one D&D session between the team at id Software. I'm gonna try to simplify this as much as I can. John Carmack was the dungeon master and John Romero was a big, avid troll. In Carmack's game, he had designed two different dimensions of existence, a material plane, which id Software inhabited, and a plane of demons, basically the Immaterium from Warhammer 40k. After months traversing the material plane, however, Romero was getting bored. To spice things up, he wanted to retrieve the dangerous and powerful Demonicron, a magic tome that gave a knowledgeable user the power to summon the demons to the material plane. Carmack consulted his D&D rulebook. If you used thoughtfully, he told them, the Demonicron meant enormous strength to the group, guaranteeing them all the riches of the world. With it, Romero thought, he might get his hands on an ultimate weapon like the Daikatana. But there were risks. If the Demonicron fell into the hands of a demon, it would cause the world to be overrun with evil. Eventually, the player seized control of the Demonicron, with John Romero being the one in possession of it. However, he didn't know what to do with it. Late one night, Carmack the Dungeon Master brought the devil into play. He told Romero that the demonic creature in the game had a bargain to make. Give him the Demonicron and he will grant you your greatest wishes. Romero said, if I'm going to give you this book, then I want some really good fucking ass, man. Carmack assured him that the demon would oblige with the Daikatana. Romero's eyes widened. Daikatana was a mighty sword, one of the most powerful weapons in the game. Despite the pleas of the others, he told Carmack he wanted to give the demon the book. It didn't take long to find out the consequences. As the rules of the game dictated, Carmack rolled a die to randomly determine the strength of the demon's response. The demon was using the book to conjure more demons. He told the group. A battle of epic proportions ensued until Carmack declared the outcome. The material plane is overrun with demons, he said, flatly. Everyone is dead. That's it. We are done. After that, they pitched the idea of what would eventually become Doom, the material plane, reality as we know it, being invaded by demonic creatures. Unused Archvile sprites. In 2015, 7 years ago, John Romero did a Doom info dump on all of the unused assets of Doom and Doom 2. These contained a lot of Archvile scans that were not used in the final product. But if you go to the Steam page of Doom 2, you can see beta versions of the Archvile sprites being used. That is extremely funny. Doom novel. The Doom novel is a series of 4 near-future science fiction novels co-written by, and I apologize for this, David Ab Hugh and Brad Lineweaver. Each novel called Knee Deep in the Dead, Hell on Earth, Infernal Sky, and Endgame. Interestingly enough, most of the things we know about Doomguy are taken directly from the novels, like the fact that Doomguy, better known as Flint Taggart, believes and respects the existence of God. The main difference between the novels and the games is that in the novels, the monsters are actually not demons, and hell does not exist. Instead, the demons are creatures genetically engineered by the Frets. The Frets being an alien species from the Fret world, millions of light years away from Earth. Beta Revenant sprites. Back when Doom 2 was still in development, the Revenant used to look very different. These sprites are direct, unaltered photo scans of the clay models, with just the background being removed. It also had a very different static death sprite. Now let me ask you the golden question. Doom 2 Revenant, pants or no pants? Please let me know down in the comment section. Dead marine sprites are traced off real gore. Now this is where we enter the super dark stuff, because it is dark, so user discretion is advised. It is no secret that id Software used real photo scans to create many of the sprites and textures used in-game. Kevin Cloud's hairy arms were used to create these walls. They even used the wound on someone's knee to create a wall texture. Most of the gore in-game was either photo scanned using clay models, or it was just dog food. Unless you are referring to Sergeant's Mark IV Brutal Doom references of gore, which at one point those sprites were literally dead people, but I am gonna leave it there. Creepy moving wall texture. At the end of E2M4, the game features a scrolling face texture in one of its final hallways, representing the souls of the damned. If you look closely, the faces of the souls are meshed together, creating but a single entity, and they all portray one singular emotion, that being absolute terror. Even now, it's still kinda eerie to watch this wall texture. It's not as scary now, but I cannot believe how scary it was back in the 90s. But going by what people were saying back in the early 2000s, when this came out, it caused a living nightmare. Actually, fun fact, even though it's not the original game, when the Doom novels came out, it is stated that these are literally living humans that have been warped and merged together, screaming and begging for help. 30,000 levels. This is a joke WOD that literally features 30,000 levels. No, this is not a joke. In this WOD, you can play 30,000 levels. You can beat this level in 50 minutes with a script. Who knows how long it will take you if you do it without a script. Doom was too addictive. Back in 1993, when Doom was released, one day prior my birthday actually, the game became the #1 cause of decreased productivity around the world. Doom was such widespread that even universities and corporations had to manually delete Doom from their office computers to prevent a further decrease in productivity. The University of Louisville even went as far as to creating a program that would detect and delete Doom from the campus's computers. Doom even saturated the network infrastructure in several corporations and universities. Even the mega corporation known as Intel had to step in, banning Doom from all of the office's computers. Berserk power-up real duration. I am not very sure about this one, but I read somewhere that the Berserk power-up duration actually lasts for 40 years, and that's why Doomguy throughout the history of Doom, in every single game, he is just mad as fuck, because he has constantly absorbed Berserk power-ups, and because they stack to each other, he is just that angry. But to be honest, I am not so sure about that. So well my friends, this is where we end this video. In part 2 I'm going to be covering layers 6 to 9, and we're gonna be covering stuff like 9 Inch Nail references, the Nirvana references in Doom, Seizure Doom, Harry's Lost Levels, and a lot of really dark stuff, so if you want to watch that video, subscribe right now. Again, use code MIDNIGHT at GamerSubs to save 10% off your order, pretty goddamn cool, and all of my future big projects are gonna be first on Patreon. So if you wanna watch future videos first, link to my Patreon is gonna be down below. It's just $2. But anyways my friends, thank you for watching this video. Have an awesome day. Adios. Bye.